In honor of Black History Month, tonight, a push to preserve history. Lyons Municipal Golf Course, also known as Muni, was one of the first courses in the South, if not the first, to voluntarily desegregate.
It did so quietly and has been quietly existing in West Austin ever since. As KVUE's Darren Shaharan shows us, advocates are raising their voices now to keep it alive.
Sports can be an equalizer, and places can be too. For Volma Overton Jr. and Scotty Sayers, the combination of both brought them together.
We have 4 generations going on 5 that have played on this golf course, you know.
There's not a place in this town that I'd rather be than out at Lyons Municipal, out at Muni.
That's where the two met their best friends and fell in love with the game of golf. But their experiences at the start were different.
This is first one south of the Mason-Dixon line.
In late 1950, 2 black boys as young as 9 went against the law and started hitting some balls at Lyons Municipal Golf Course. Little did they know it would lead to a monumental step toward desegregation in Austin.
Almost 74 years ago, right here where this thing happened, and the mayor said, let them play.
My father and a couple of other friends said, well, hell, if they can play, we can play too. So they started playing on a regular basis.
Months later, Lyons became one of the first courses in the South to voluntarily desegregate, a change then 4-year-old Volma remembers well.
There were only actually 3 black groups that played golf on this golf course on a regular basis. One time, one weekend, I was out here with my father, and I looked around, and that's when I said, Daddy, where did all these people come from? I'm talking about us people, you know? And he said, son, looks like the word's gotten out. I remember things that I was truly amazed about, seeing so many black people on the golf course, and it was full.
But it wasn't all birdies and holes in one.
So it wasn't always open up. When you say open, it was integrated, but we couldn't come into the building for some time.
Not even use the restroom?
Nope.
Volma says it wasn't until the late 50s that changed, but it did not stop him from making some of his fondest memories.
Too hard.
Because of their bravery, I can be on this course and learn a little bit about the game.
So with the putter, it's just a little pendulum stroke.
First one to make one.
I got 2 lessons, one on how to improve my swing, and the other on the 100-year history of the course and how these 18 holes are in danger.
All right, now you got a chance to make it a 3-way tie.
The University of Texas leases the green space to the city of Austin, but there are concerns the 141 acres could be developed.
Today to discuss the future of the Lyons Municipal.
So far, their attempts to keep that from happening have been a miss.
The battle is not over.
Since 2019, Scotty and Volma have been on the board of the Save Muni Conservancy, the nonprofit fighting to strike a deal to protect the course as well as turn part of it into a museum to recognize the role black people played in building it. So they're going to keep teaching.
You're very teachable. I tell you what,
about how this green space influenced desegregation at libraries and fire stations in Austin, and eventually other golf courses in the South, in hopes of achieving victory to preserve not just Black history, but America's history. In Austin, Darren Shaharan, KVUE News.